Hello and welcome to this design and technology lesson. In this lesson I'm going to show you how to create this one-point perspective drawing of a road and houses and trees. Okay, so we've just got some trees, a road, houses, and I've used a couple of coloured pencils to just add some colour to it. So let's get started. First of all, I'm going to take a pencil and a ruler. The basic equipment you'll need for this is a pencil, ruler, perhaps a rubber, and at some point, not quite, just above halfway line, I'm going to do a horizontal line, a light horizontal line, and then I'm going to mark on here my VP, which, if you look on this sheet here, VP is our vanishing point. So we're marking out a vanishing point. This is the point that all the lines on the drawing go to. So then I'm going to start off with my roadway. So I'm going to start here and here for my roadway. I'm going to add a curb detail, again setting the ruler on the vanishing point, moving it to the point that I want here, keeping it there in one place and stationary, and there's my vanishing point. Then next thing, I'll add the trees. So I find the easiest way to this is add one tree here in detail, and then from the top of this tree place the ruler on the vanishing point and draw a construction line. This then gives you your detail for adding further trees, and obviously as the trees disappear into the perspective you can add, they would get correspondingly smaller. So there's our trees. For our house detail here, so we've added our trees here, we can add some colour and detail to those later. For the house detail, we move the ruler, if we take it to the horizon line, bring that down excuse me, bring that down and draw a line out this way. Then for our house detail, we've drawn the end wall of our house, then to the vanishing point. It's a little bit heavy, that line there. Then come back to here, whatever depth we want our house, a vertical line there. Then we take the rubber. Now when we're doing these 1 point and 2 point perspective drawings, it's a really useful thing you end up with a lot of construction lines, and sometimes that can be quite confusing, so it's quite good practice to take out these construction lines as we go along. So now we've got our vanishing point here, we've got our house, we've got our row of trees. Perhaps I might do this in fine liner. So I'm going to just put some details in the house. Now we could put a window in here. And you could add some extra detail from the houses, you could add fences. For the roof detail, for the door detail and the roof detail, if we put our two vertical lines here, then we go back to our vanishing point to get our edge for our door. I say any detail that we add that is on that plane, we need to use the. Now for the roof detail, we can add these lines. Now these lines are just, I'm just going to put these in roughly for the roof tiles here. They could, if you want to play with the spacing. You could put the spacing slightly greater as it gets towards this end to give this idea of perspective. Then for the roof, I've put in the roof, the centre of the roof there, then keeping my ruler on the vanishing point, and I'm just going to move across the roof incrementally, making sure that I'm keeping the ruler there on that vanishing point, but just moving it down I've just gone off slightly there, but not much. And there's our roof detail, so I can add a little bit of so there's our building. And then again we can add lines for the curb here, and again these would just gradually get closer and closer. And I think really just going over some of these lines to bring them up with the vanishing point. So there we've got our house, our road, a row of trees, and as I say, on this original one I just used a few colours. I didn't spend a great amount of time doing it, just to give those details. Like I say, you could add little fences or other lines in the road, other details, but there we've got our 1-point perspective drawing of a roadway. Thanks for watching Mr. Ridley's Design and Technology.